Mandy Patinkin. Is that the right pronunciation? Patinkin. From The Princess Bride, if anybody knows that one. He was the Montagne, you killed my father. What an amazing man. He's got an incredible voice. He's a writer. He's an actor. He's done everything. And we were going to try and see him here in Chicago, but it's fully booked already within 3 seconds.
Wow.
It's ridiculous. But never mind. I was looking forward to that because he's kind of like a little hero.
Is he? Why is he your hero?
Well, he's so talented and so, what's the word? Non-star-like with the bullshit. He just says what he says and does what he does, and he seems like a really kind, interested man.
Yes. Hugely skilled and talented.
Right.
I mean, to have all of that and to do it, and then he was pretty young, wasn't he, when he did Princess Bride? Like
25, I think.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, it's just lovely, which is why we hate him, because he's so talented and wonderful and makes lots of money. Another person on our hate list. Very good.
I do not hate you, Mandy Patinkin. I do not. And we were watching you and your wife doing stuff.
She's a character.
She is, isn't she?
We should find out more about her.
Yeah. I think she was a dancer.
Yeah, that would come across, yes.
That's probably how they met, maybe.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Yeah,
We're just surmising.
It's very cute. The whole thing's cute.
Yes.
I like cute.
I'm not sure she would like me so much because I got big red lips. I noticed she doesn't wear any makeup or anything, and which is amazing. I tend to want to colour my face up a little bit.
Colour me what?
Red
lips. Colour me pretty.
Yes.
His teeth in mine, okay. Anyway.
Oh God.
So there we are.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyway.
Anyway.
I was amazed to find out that one of my fellow writers in my writing group is a cousin of Mandy Patinkin. I mean, I knew that his last name was Patinkin, but I didn't put the two
Stuart
together.
Patinkin.
I wasn't going to.
Oh, you weren't going to mention his name.
Right, but now we have. So
very
there
nice
we go.
guy, anyway.
You
so
know, you
moving
are
along.
Just
but
like
here we go. Yes.
Your nana Bryan, who always said everything. Look at you! You can and is that it? Ooh, and just everything out of her mouth would come.
Yes, I'm always going. And ooh. Yeah. What a load.
Why, I man, you would be if you were. She was a Geordie, just like you're a Geordie, and they all talk like that, you know. No, they don't.
They don't at all.
That's my Manchester background. They all talk like that.
Yeah, a bit slow and thick. Oh,
Fuck
never.
You,
oh,
you
charming.
Big a-holing hole.
I don't know what's going on with my eyes, but I'm like, ooh, what's going on? Anyway.
It's God.
God
is looking at you and thinking, what?
He's punishing me.
Yes.
Thank God we don't believe in him.
And
so,
see.
Next piece of work.
But anyway,
and
no,
we're going for a walk.
I haven't quite finished with Mandy Patinkin yet because
right.
I'm just amazed.
I just have a sleep? Yes, go on.
That I know his cousin. And we should find out more stories about him and the low down and the high down and the up down and
but
the
I don't think the
big
cousin
down.
really wants to talk about... Who wants to talk about somebody else?
True.
That's from the same family but a huge star. Nobody really does that, babe. And
right.
you got lipstick on your teeth.
Right. Okay. That's why...
on your ivories, as we call them.
That's why Mrs. Patinkin doesn't wear makeup.
Right.
So don't get
saves that
lipstick.
Embarrassment.
Yes. Malfunction of the lipstick. All right, then what do you want to talk about?
Well, we are going for our little walk.
Right.
Our constitutional.
Yes.
I never know what that word means, but it sounds good. A constitutional walk for our constitution, which is whatever that means. I don't know what that means, but anyway, we're having one. So we walk around the parks with this 1, 2, 3... Yeah, basically three parks that we walk around and then back home. And we might stop for a little
Coffee?
cough.
Cough.
Yes.
Well...
And I might get a little something to eat because I'm starving already.
Well, you're not eating any carbs or anything, are you?
No, I don't care anymore. I've given up.
that
My
was
kidneys are just going to go...
one day of not eating carbs.
Right.
I'm
Very rude.
Glad that you've got the fortitude of... Actually, I'm really looking forward to going through one of the parks because I wrote to the village to say that along...
Still there.
Oh, I was just going to say what it was.
Well, nobody cares. Who's interested in that?
Fuck you. You are such an a-hole. What? How did I not see that when I married you? How did I not see
You wanted a rough and ready man that would throw you over his shoulder. Now if I tried that, I'd die.
Well, try it. You couldn't even lift my teacup.
I couldn't lift your thigh, never mind.
I wanted to tell those viewers about the thing that in the park that I wrote about because
nobody cares.
There was a whole load of... There was a copse of trees and the soil was coming over onto the walkway.
Onto the footpath,
and I
yes.
took photographs and I sent it off.
The sidewalk.
And the reason that you're not interested is because you didn't do it.
Correct.
It's all about you.
And I went on that walk yesterday and nothing is happening.
Well, then I'm going to have to write again and say, what is going on with this?
Well, you never know. We might walk today and go, oh, there's little things that they're obviously doing.
They just need to put some stones or a ridge or something.
Yes.
Because it looks awful, doesn't it? A copse of trees on just bare... Not even nice soil. Are you all right, George?
Well, the problem is there's no sun getting on it. And then when it rains, it literally just pushes all the soil straight onto the sidewalk. There's no barrier to stop it.
You're so intelligent. I never worked that one out myself.
No, you're too busy complaining.
So glad that you
old witch,
told me
the complainer. Look, you're looking a bit witch-like. Look at that.
If I was a witch, guess who wouldn't be sitting next to me right now?
Poof, gone.
I would have a huge cauldron and I would be putting
thank God you said
earwigs in and snakes' tails
and me.
eyes of newt, and I would be hubble, bubble, toil and trouble.
Is that Shakespeare?
Get rid of Jeffy. No, I wouldn't get rid of you. I'd be like, make Jeffy kind and tolerant and loving.
And allowing me to do whatever I want whenever I want. And say and do whatever I want whenever I want. That's all you want.
Yes.
It's called narcissism.
Yes.
You're a narcissist.
I am. And I would be... what else would I make you? I would make you happy all day long.
I am.
I would make you tolerant of people that you disagree with.
Oh, well, who do I... Well, yeah. What do I do? You're talking about me driving and shouting abuse at people. I don't actually shout. I just say things in the car when I see bad, incompetent people driving.
You call them morons.
Correct.
But
I'm not.
And the problem is I'm sitting in the passenger seat next to the person that could have a gun in his.
Hopefully, yes.
And I would be the one that gets shot. Is that your
That's
plan
what I'm
all
looking
along?
for. That's me with my. I'm a wizard in the cauldron. Let's get a shot through the window.
That's not funny, really, is it?
Well, mentally, I think.
And I would make you kind
and considerate.
Yes. Oh God!
And I've got to go and see what's she called?
The neuropath. I don't know. Some doctor
for my kidneys.
Some quack.
Everything about my body now is falling apart.
Great, that's a good one to put out there into the universe.
70. Hey God! Wait a minute. Where are we now? What, in 4 weeks I'll be 76?
Oh my God! And
76,
you know what?
and people say, unbelievable.
He came back last night from a board meeting because he's on the board of, what is it? The people in Illinois that help. Come on, help me out here.
Handicapped people in hospitals to make sure that they're being tracked properly and not abused.
Right, so you're on that board, and you came back last night from a board meeting, and he came in and said, do you know what? They were all amazed when they heard that I was soon going to be 76 years old. And do you know what I thought?
What?
I thought, it's just like Nana Bryan is Nana, who would be like, hey, and then nobody knows that I'm 96. Everybody thinks I'm just 15 years old.
What a nasty piece of work you are. You really are. My poor grandmother.
I did love her. I loved.
She was a character, that one.
I used to do her hair for her, you know.
I
Put it
know.
in rollers and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
She was a sweet lady. But totally out there. I mean, she would be...
Yeah, I think sweet is probably not quite the right word.
Yes.
Whereas a character sort of covers a multitude of sins. She was
used
a
to
character.
work in a fish and chip shop. So when I first went to Newcastle when I was about 19 years old and living with you and your mum and dad, and we'd go to your Nana Bryan's house and the fire would be banked up, like this little coal fire would be banked up,
Roaring like a furnace.
fire, and she would be like, yeah, just go and get you some fish and chips, and then off she would bustle and then come back with a newspaper
Free fish and chips.
full of fish and chips. Oh my God. And they had an outside
With
loo.
newspaper, yeah. Oh, the outside loo. And no bath.
No.
Well, they had a tin thing.
But they didn't smell or anything, did they?
No.
I mean, somehow they washed, did armpits
You
and
had a bath. what was it,
undercarriage.
was it once a month or once a week we had to have a bath when we lived there? And I was from the age of 0 to, I think, 7. I think 7 when we got out of there. And because I was the youngest, I was the last one in the bathwater.
Oh, God. Oh, God. And how many people had been in the bath before you?
Nana, Granda,
Oh.
me dad, me mother, and me sister.
Oh,
So I was 6 in line into the bath.
And you've even gone into me dad and me mum,
Me.
me sister and me. Oh, God. And your Nana and Granda went in first.
Oh, they're the
Are you
oldest.
sure about this? Have you got your facts right?
What, they weren't allowed to bathe because they're old, you silly woman? That's why we're trapped the way we are with that kind of thinking about old people. What, the old people went in? No, we sprayed them outside in the backyard. We threw water over them. 54 years. It doesn't get any better. I don't know what it is. Anyway.
Seriously. And this was a very small apartment because it was a terraced house, which was all joined together, and they were in the bottom apartment, and there was someone in the top, so it was a very small apartment. So
2 bedrooms.
And
Well,
there's the
one front room, which was a bedroom. They made it into a bedroom. The back bedroom. And where did my Nana sleep?
on a shelf,
Yes, in the cupboard.
in a drawer.
Yes, she was a dwarf. Where? I think the kitchen and that
Oh, she slept in the kitchen? What?
because I was in the bedroom with my sister, slept in one bed.
And she told you there were snakes at the bottom of the bed, which has made you
was
always
older
sleep in a
than me. She was
fetal
a horror.
position, even to this day. Your feet tucked up.
Yeah, I really don't like putting my feet anywhere near the edge of the bed.
Because there's a big
in case.
cobra.
Yeah,
Python.
pathetic, isn't it?
Anyway, so you were in the background and they were in
the bath was the bath.
Where did your
But I
mum and
think it
dad
was-
sleep? This is when...
In the front room.
This was just after the war, when your dad came back from the war as a young man and married with 2, you a baby, and your sister only 3 years
Well,
older.
47.
And they
yes,
had nowhere
she
to
was-
live, so they lived with Nana Bryan. But your dad didn't like Nana Bryan, so it was. I think it wasn't a very happy connubial mess.
Well, his mum and dad were very strict and proper. Is that a good word?
Yes.
Everything had to be neat and tidy, whereas Nana Bryan
You
was a bit like you, just left things wherever she played with
with
them.
a comb. Yeah, your Nana Guy was a Southern Baptist, I think, and I think they even had to submerge the whole body to be baptised.
Yeah, I mean, they were nice. They were really nice people.
Oh, she was
but
lovely,
very
yes.
And my father grew up with that, so everything had to be in its place and tidy and separate food and all this kind of thing. And of course, Nana Bryan was not
No.
of that ilk.
Do you want some fish and chips? Oh my God. And yes. Anyway, so I can't believe. So this is the last story I'm going to tell.
Three generations living in one house with outside toilet, no bath, three rooms, and a kitchenette. A tiny little kitchen. And then the main room with the banked fire where everybody lived, and then 2 bedrooms.
It's getting boring now. We're
Right.
just going
Shut
over
up.
the same
Who
fucking
cares?
bedroom. Nobody cares. Right. It was...
Rough and ready.
I had a friend
I had a friend.
who lived in a similar situation with a tin bath and everything. And so she was with her grandma one day and the bath came out and there she is in front of the banked fire. But the thing is that these apartments were very small. So the front door was there right into the sitting room and the bath. So she's in the bath. She's just a young girl. And these baths are shallow, so you're sitting up there, you see everything. And the doorbell goes, and her grandma opens the door, and it's the insurance man because he used to go around. In those days.
Every
and
week.
And my friend's sitting there like, oh my God, and the insurance man, her, and he, no, it would have been, well, I don't know what voice it. Well, it would have been an English voice.
Saying?
He's saying, we need your premium today. Mrs.
Well, he's just come to collect. It was like a penny a week.
Yes.
For your insurance. Yeah, I remember
so
that.
I just imagine this guy. He's standing there, and there's this young girl in the bath, and the grandma is completely oblivious to the whole thing. Of
well, the front doors were always open. I mean, people would just walk in.
Yeah. I
remember that. You
Yeah.
could walk in anywhere.
Well, didn't they used to put you as a little boy on your potty in the middle of the room, and everybody's walking in and out while
It
you're
would appear so.
forcing
having a poop.
a wee poop out.
So I was told. I have no recollection of any of
I
that.
can imagine you, and I think that's why you
why
crave audiences.
Yes, I try it in Jewel, and it just doesn't work. Sitting on the potty in Jewel. Which is our big supermarket. Yes.
Oh my God. Right.
Actually, it wouldn't bother me at all.
I know it wouldn't. No, it would. Please tell me it would bother
if I
you.
have to go, I have to go, babe.
Oh, you do, but just a minute. You don't like going in other. You only like to go on your own home toilet. So.
Oh, I do. But these days, when the
care?
call calls,
right.
you have to go
and that
see.
Is definitely.
Let's say goodbye now, so I can go for my walk.
We love you all.
We love you. Keep subscribing and bribing and crying and write to us, and we'll never write back. So goodbye.